Hi, this is Tech Greens Bounder, where I do predictions of the future. If you like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 o'clock in the morning, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you don't miss out on that. I was just reading the side thing here. Just this big block of text on the side. Awesome stuff. People are already talking, waiting for people to come in. Now, let's do the card of the day from our Universal Mind, giving us the message for today. It is problem resolved. Interesting. So, much of the things that we worry about on a daily basis are not things that we should normally have to worry about. Humans have this thing that they always try to control every aspect of their lives, even things that are out of their control, or they have no business and trying to control. So they get all wound up and all that sort of thing. So just a reminder that let the universe do its thing and you just worry about you. Okay? Just worry about those small parts of the world that you can control and making sure that you let universe do its thing. And then problem resolved. Okay? So hopefully that answers a good question there for today. What's the first thing? Oh, the Ukraine. Many things going on there. If you were watching the Tucker Carlson Twitter feed that he did the other day, which got 88 million views, by the way, and he kind of cracked all that Ukrainian nonsense out of the water. So I guess the question would be, how long is this facade going to be happening for the next little while? Or for how long is it going to be continuing? Now that over 88 million people know about the truth about the Ukraine, and we here on the channel already have known that for quite some time. So it's looking to be one of those things that they're going to have some miracle healing that's going to be happening within the Ukraine and Russia. Some type of situation where they kind of become friends after about 2 to 3 months from now. So there's going to be a change in pace that I'm picking up between the Ukrainians and the Russians. And basically, I'm hoping Ukraine stops listening to the United States and the rest of the world that's trying to get them destroyed. And I think that's what the situation is going to be on that front. So I'm picking up about another 2 to 3 months where that starts to alleviate itself. Okay, so that's going to be the first thing. And then Ukraine and all that standing their ground is going to be a thing of the past. They're going to be time to repair all the mess that they got themselves into many, many years after that. So when that does happen and you get a change of leadership, I think that's when we do help Ukraine into making a better community for themselves and get them back up to where they need to be, but not until then. Okay, so what else? The next thing, I don't have it on my chat screen here. Okay, Tucker Carlson, we just mentioned him. He blew it out of the water. I watched, it was what, 10 minutes and 7 seconds. Very good show, actually. And it blew all the other news programs out of the water. So let's have a look on what's going to be happening to Mr. Tucker in the next little while. I do think he's going to be continuing with his broadcast for quite some time. I think it's going to be 4 or 5 months until the CNN and Fox and all that start to change. And they're going to have to change because Tucker Carlson is getting way more views than they are. So they're going to have to backtrack. I'm finding CNN and all those guys, or suffer the consequences of. Now everybody knows CNN and Fox and all of them were lying the whole time, and this is part of the Great Awakening. Okay, everybody's starting to get the truth, and it's going to be out more and more and more as we move along into the new Great Awakening. And Tucker Carlson, who knew that he was going to be one of the people that's going to bring that to the public? Okay, so I think he's going to be just fine. The news channels for the next little while are going to be shooting at him and trying to destroy his show and all that sort of thing, but to no avail. So they themselves are going to have to change themselves, or they're going to be out of business. That's just the way it is. Okay, so they're going to have to about face, and in that time period, I think a whole lot of things are going to be coming out into the public eye. Okay, where they can't really deny it anymore. And I think that's the moment in time when they're going to have to actually start telling the truth to everybody. Mostly. Okay, so Tucker's going to be just fine. I think his show is going to be one of the top shows. I do see him going into other media as we move along. So not just Twitter. I do see him having a show on maybe Rumble, that sort of thing. And if he does, he's going to be bringing in a lot of people from that. So, or into that platform. Okay, so that was Tucker. That's the big kitty as well.
Bob says he's wondering where the cats are these days.
Oh, well, the cats are on the couch with the wife. Because they like to cuddle with the wife when the show is going. And she's working on her computer in the other room. So bringing you all this wonderful graphics on the side here. Okay. Yeah, we have the cat cam. Dual screen. Yeah, we can do that. Want to do it again? Got the kitty cat ready?
Yep.
How do you do the dual screen?
Just tap. Oh,
Ba-ding! Hey, here's Domino.
Caesar?
Yes.
Sleeping.
We got Caesar.
Oh.
Oh, he's shy. He doesn't like me.
He wants to see.
Okay. So, I guess for today, the topic of today's video is Eye in the Sky. I've been going through all the songs lately on the YouTube, and Eye in the Sky was one of them that I was listening to by the one of my favorite bands back in the day, Alan Parsons Project. So, Eye in the Sky, we're getting into this situation where the elites are revealing themselves much more than or revealing themselves knowingly or unknowingly to the entire public. So basically, the king has no clothes. Okay, and he doesn't care. So this is going to be part of what's going to be changing the entire world as we move forward. And they're already telling us they're spying on us and they're doing all this sort of thing. And they're scratching their heads, wondering why the public doesn't like this. So this is kind of telling you how out of touch they are with real people, that we're having this reaction to their mistreatment. So in the next little while, I think this could be changing quite drastically in the next 2 to 3 years. We're not going to be having any of that particular situation going on or they're going to learn how to keep it quiet. Okay. And now they're going to have to maybe go into hiding in the next 2 to 3 years, like they have done in the past, especially the World Economic Forum, is not the first version. This is the new version of the old guard. Okay. They were around back in 1970s, I believe, when they first came out. And they did some things and they got called out on it. And then they went back into hiding and then kind of doing all the things in the background until we get to today. Okay. And we have all this malarkey that they've been doing in front of us. Now they're being uncovered and people are figuring out what they're doing. Now they're going to have to go back into hiding. Okay. For the next foreseeable future. So we are winning. It's not easy. It's not pleasant. And it's not necessarily fun in that respect. But it's fun to watch the World Economic Forum start to crumble. And this is basically what many of the psychics have talked about for quite some time on when this does come out, that it'll crumble very quickly. Okay. And we're seeing that as we move along. Okay. So that was Eye in the Sky. What do we got next? Sunday's homework, which is YRZ4468. To improve our psychic abilities on the Sunday, we do the remote viewing practice. If you're a first time here, I think we have a few brand new people I see on the screen, that we are working upon our psychic abilities by means of remote viewing. And that's kind of a scientific way of strengthening your psychic abilities. And they've been, the guys, people that have been showing up have been doing very, very good. So if you want to be part of that, that's awesome. It's on Sundays at 11:15 after the main show. Okay, so come out for that. It's always a good time. Discord channel is up and going. Just give me a second here. I'll get you a link if you haven't been on the Discord yet. It is free. Free for everybody to come out. And I gotta do a little thing here. Create new link, copy, and the pasting. And there we go. And it's away. So if you haven't joined the Discord channel yet, there's the link to do so. Lots of things going on there, and it's starting to reshape itself into something much, much better. And it's for the community. And lots of people have been posting on there and doing all kinds of wonderful things. So if you want to join that, please come out and we'll have some fun together. I guess it's the time for the chat. Yeah. Bob Job, one of our top guys on the Discord. Hi, Andre. Just got my wife's clutch replaced, but ended up three times initial quote as more clutch bits needed doing. Have I had extra work done because necessary, or have I missed out? Did you do too much? I think you did the right amount of work, or put the right amount of effort into this particular project. I think there's going to be something else that's going to be cropping up, but I think it's a smaller thing in the right front wheel well for whatever reason. Grandfather's talking to me today. And it's something that is something rubbing against the wheel. So maybe have a look on the right. Oh, you're from UK, so that'd be the passenger side. No, that's the driver's side. So maybe have a look in that particular part of the car. It may be something that's problematic in the next little while. Overall, I think your vehicle is pretty good working order, and you did spend the right amount of money. Okay, I don't think the mechanic chipped you or anything like that. So hopefully that helps you out.
Part two.
Part two. Hi, my wife still needs a few major jobs on her car.
As long as it still runs.
As long as it still runs, I think it's you're pretty much at the end of the problem. So get all the major things working that are necessary. Anything minor, you can leave that, but make sure you get all the major stuff done first. And I'm thinking that's going to be coming to an end very, very soon. All the major things that need to be done. But do make sure that you check on that right front wheel well. Okay? I hope that helps you out. Candace Owens and her political...
Candace Owens? It took me a while. Candace?
Candace Owens.
I think.
We hope. Candace Owens and her political future. Will she ever become a president or vice president in the U.S.? It is possible, but she may, picking up that she may want to go into a different direction for whatever reason in her future. I don't think she has that aspiration of going into the present that area of politics. Something else is going to be coming up, and it's going to be more beneficial to everybody. And there's going to be some more financial situations that are beneficial to her going this other direction. We got the raising your standards. Okay. Card. So she may not want that position after it's been dragged through the mud, and no, it'll be like the UK. Nobody wants the job right at the moment. So, and things are going to be changing by the time she is able to get into that position. Things are going to be changing in that time period, and a lot of things are going to be changing in the US in that time period. I think she's going to have other greater position for herself, and more family things as well for her are going to be cropping up for her. But she is going to be in politics, but not something that's a higher standard. Okay? Because things are going to be changing. Trust me. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Card reading, please. Will Genshiro crypto reach $3 to $5 in the next 2 to 3 years? I do think it is going to be having a very beneficial run in the next little while, as everything is topsy-turvy with the SEC and all that sort of thing. That is actually going to be coming to an end. I think we have another question regarding that in the next little while. That situation is going to be making everything break through this breakaway. I think the SEC is kind of at their wits' end, or the end of the rope. And it's going to be making a lot of these cryptocurrencies, even the smaller ones, start to go up considerably in the next little while after that period of time. That's probably the thing that we've all been picking up summertime. It's probably going to be the moment in time that the whole SEC thing starts to fall off a cliff. and helping the cryptocurrency realm go into overdrive. And that's probably how it's going to be transitioning. Plus, we have the Bitcoin happening in another couple of months, which is going to be really beneficial to the entire market. Okay, so I'm thinking, yes, in the next 2 to 3 years, it's going to get to that point. 5 to 10 year outlook. I think it's going to do okay. It's not going to be a huge coin or anything like that, but it's going to be very good for what it does. There's going to be other competition that's going to be coming into the crypto space. So something a little bit better might come along in that time period. Okay. So, but it will be around. It just won't be the primary one of that type or its niche that it covers. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Cards on your thoughts about Las Vegas aliens incident. Supposed to have landed in a backyard and family called police. That could be a new thing. And that could be. There's been many instances of that over years. It's something that I've always kind of followed for a long time, aliens and all that sort of thing. And it's not the first time. You get a lot of alien sightings here in Winnipeg, actually. At our planetarium here in the city, they used to have a map of Winnipeg or Manitoba with all dotted where all the sightings were.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
I don't know if it's still there. Our planetarium's pretty old, so made back in the 70s, 80s. It's almost as old as I am. So I do think there is some truth to it. I'm just picking up that they just landed because one of them had to take a leak or something. Something along those lines. Something mediocre.
You needed an ice cream?
They needed an ice cream or something. Land here. We'll go to Denny's or something. I don't think it was actually a planned thing. I'm trying to get into the heads of the aliens a little bit. It wasn't some major thing. It's just, Fred, you got to go pee or something, and they landed. So, but there is some truth to the landing. So,
Can you read the comments?
No.
Family reported they were very tall with big bulgy eyes.
Okay.
Super little guy. Ha 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 ha. An alien had to drain the dragon.
Hey, they're mortalists like us. They got to do the things as we do. But yeah, I do pick up that there is some truth to this story. And it's not the first one of its type. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. A lot more alien information is going to be coming out very, very soon. Hi, are we still on track for BTC 3438K June? Yeah, I think so. And probably a little bit beyond that. That's in US dollars. Canadian, it's about 36,000 right now. So when this SEC thing pans out the way a lot of the experts are talking about and the way I'm picking up, I think it's going to be loosening everything in the cryptocurrency world. And we're going to see this deluge of water coming from the dam. in more money into BTC. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Do you see me and my family moving to Florida? I'm assuming. If yes, how many years from now? I get the number 3. And something to do with an uncle. Maybe you have family out there or something. I'm picking up that it's in the 3-year period of time, and it would be more. The reasoning for why you go there is going to change over time in that period of time. You may have other thoughts of why you're going to be moving there, but I think it'd be more of a family thing, and it'd be more pressing to go there because of that particular situation in that time period. Plus, there's going to be some type of offer that comes from there that's going to be very beneficial to you and the rest of your family when you do go in that 3-year period. And I do see a white house of some sort around you for that, for where you're going to be moving to, and a purple side wall or something. They're showing me colors, so I do see a purple trim on some white house. So maybe that's what the house looks like now, or when you go there, or what you're going to make it into. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Hey, Andre, can you do a 3-card reading for me, please, next 6 months? Didn't we do that last show? Mm-hmm. Wow, the White House with purple trim. I don't know.
That was a few shows ago.
That was a few shows ago. Okay. Now we got you marked down that you did one. He's double dipping. Much of the same as what I had said previously. I do think there is this shift that you are moving through. You have to remember everything I tell you, and not for this. Okay, maybe it's 3 months or whatever. But everything I told you doesn't have to actually happen. If there was some negative thing and you're headed into that direction, you have to remember psychics. Part of a psychic's job is to warn you of danger in the way. Okay, so I think you've shifted yourself into a different trajectory, rethinking your approach to certain things, and I think that's going to be taking you down a different path. Of course, once you get information into your mind, you got to go down a different road. Okay, and so you got to be avoiding these things as I was pointing them out to you. And there's some, if I remember correctly, I don't remember every reading. There's some not so wonderful times in front of you, but I think you've shifted enough that it's going to be much, much better. You're going to be finding new problems that I think are more solvable overall. I think it was about a business that you were trying to get into. With that shifting, I think it's going to start to work. You're going to be thinking in a different way, and it's going to start to solidify an actual plan that you're going to be moving forward into. Okay, and it's probably going to be working out much, much better. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Charles Bovins. Hi, Andre. There are rumors that our current president, Cyril, will start his own party and abandon the ANC cards, please. And the wife runs past. She's doing some 3D printing in the other room. Shh. She's 3D crazy. Anyways, it's a lot of fun. I think Cyril is going to be starting something new. And it's going to be in the next 2 to 3 months that you're going to be starting to see more and more information come out about that particular situation. It's going to be bent to more of the kindness and getting back to basics and not overcomplicating everything and just using common sense to get everything going in the right direction. And we're going to start to see that around the planet more and more as we get back to basics and getting back to family and beliefs that are better for the planet overall. Okay. And I think that's where she's going to be heading in the next little while. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. Do I see a new pandemic coming in the next 3 to 5 years? No. Tell you the truth, I think they've overplayed that card. It blew up in their face. I don't think they're going to be playing that card again. They might try it. You have to remember the last pandemic wasn't the first attempt. There's been many attempts prior to this, which didn't catch the world's interest like this last one. There was the bird flu and the monkey flu and all this other stuff that they tried to scare us with years ago and throughout the years, but none of them really grasped our fear like this last one. They will try that as we move along, but I don't think any of them is going to catch everybody's attention at the same time. And so it's going to be falling on deaf ears. Like I said, I think they played this pandemic card too much, and it really blew up in their faces. And now we got to deal with the aftermath of this baloney that they've done it to us. And I think people's minds are going to be on to other things in the next little while. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Maybe a new alien invasion or something might be the new thing. Hey, Andre, will any residual effects on the pollution in Canada and us here in Eastern? Oh, population. Okay. In Canada and U.S. here in the Eastern U.S. come from the awful smoke from those fires in Canada. That's in BC, right? We're having the fires.
Yeah, happens every year.
Happens every year. And this year has been very, very dry. Even though we had a big rainstorm the other day. Anyways.
Here it hasn't been dry.
No, it's been rather dry.
Okay.
Hot, very, very hot in the last couple of days. I don't think it's really going to be affecting everybody like they say on the news. You have to be careful of the things on the news because they over embellish things, or they omit truth, or they insert truth into things and making it much worse than it actually is. Okay? Yeah, if you watch Tucker Carlson and listen to what he says about media, you'll start to realize that a lot of the stuff they tell you on the news is a bunch of baloney. I'm not saying that there's not a fire happening. It's just they'll embellish it to get everybody afraid and blah, 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 and ask for more money from taxes and that sort of thing.
And we do have an increase of people in hospitals with breathing problems,
You know,
but that happens every year.
it's something, yeah, BC's on the west of us, so
Last year.
we haven't noticed that much smoke here in Winnipeg, so a little bit, but not much. I think you'll be just fine. If we have a recession in markets and especially risk assets go down, why should BTC stay above water and even rise? And how can you sure about that? Well, BTC is not risky like the other traditional market, which is based on systems that don't really work to your favor. BTC is separate than the old market. Unfortunately, right now, they've been traded like it is the rest of the market. This is going to be changing because BTC, there is a finite amount of Bitcoin. Okay, it's like gold. There's a finite amount of gold on the planet. And when there's increase in wanting that asset, the prices will go up. And it holds its value much, much better than the US dollar or the Canadian dollar because it's not based on anything. Okay, where BTC is, gold and silver do have intrinsic value. Okay, where a lot of these other things don't, or they're based on a currency that's falling through the floor. Okay, so I don't see BTC as a risky investment. Okay, other things are risky, but I don't see BTC as one of them, and will be the new currency for many different countries. It's already happening. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Do you think the Reptilians will come out of hiding? And will anybody be fazed by it? Probably not. Oh, okay. We got Reptilians. We already know that they're there.
Most of the people don't.
I guess so.
And they'll be running around screaming their heads cut off.
That's true. That might be the new thing to get us all scared. Ah, the politicians are Reptilians. Yeah. What do we do about it? Yeah, hit them with a bat or something. I think that they'll stay there. They're hiding. I do feel that they're going to be bringing up more of that alien UFO leaks more and more. So I think we're getting to that situation where people would be not overly phased by UFOs because it slowly gets into our consciousness over time. And that's what they've been doing over time to get us used to the idea that they're real. Like through movies and media and all that sort of thing. But they themselves, I don't think, would come out of hiding, especially if it's the politicians. We already dislike them already. Now, if they show their true nature, and they would get a baseball bat to the face of our thinking. And they would stay hidden. Okay? Thank you. Yeah, keep those lizards where they are. Hi, Andre. One psychic said that the head clown in the country, you will be arrested suddenly. Could the dam incident be the catalyst for the arrest? Well, that'd be Zelensky, that, or the United States, actually. It was an American missile that hit the dam and all that sort of thing, done by the Ukrainians, and we already know this now. It's like, no duh. I don't think anybody will be arrested for this. There's many things that Biden could have been arrested for that are truthful, and they haven't touched him yet. So I don't think anything will happen to any politician because of this. That's just the nature of things. Until we take over and we beat the Reptilians with our baseball bats. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Hey, Andre, wondering what you see. 3 cards on what I will be doing to bring income in now while I learn the cannabis franchising up. Did you quit your job? I hope not. That was a stepping stone. The trucking recruiting job I have now is paying out, sadly, even though I am very good at my job. Oh, it's a stepping stone. Continue with that. You can have many things at the same time to get you back on your feet. And that's pretty much what I'm saying. Stick with what you got, build upon that, and build your foundation, and then move on from there. Even if they're deceptive, most bosses are. It's income. Just think that it's income coming in. Don't overcomplicate the situation and just build upon what you have. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Do the aliens also have tarot cards? Probably. They're thinking of universe, life, universe, and everything is a little bit more advanced than us here on Earth. They probably have tarot cards or something very similar to them. I don't know 100% if they do. And does the universe talk to them? Yeah, it's a universal energy that talks to everybody. The first time I actually talked to an alien was from the other side. You have to remember they have souls as well, like we do. And when they pass away, their souls transcend, right? Like us humans. So when I'm talking to the people on the other side, some of them were aliens or had an alien life in their past lives. You may have had an alien time in your past lives as well. Okay? I think the wife did, she said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you may have been an alien.
I think I was a reptile.
She may have been a reptile. So you have to stop thinking 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional, that it's just us on this blue ball. There's other species out there, and they all share traits like ourselves. They all have, well, I shouldn't say all. Most have flesh and bone like we do, or some type of structure with a soul. Okay? When they pass away, they go to the other side like we do. They have their own spiritual beliefs. And with that understanding of universe, they would have some method of talking to the other side. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Kim. Hi, Andre. If you have time, can you do a 6-month reading for me? The There's going to be a moment in time where you're going to have to actually fix some vehicle that's around you. You have some red car or something, or vehicle around you that's going to be needing repair. That's one of the first things that pop in. There's going to be also a moment in time where you're going to have to take some quiet time for yourself and not try to do everything for everybody, and have some time for yourself. I think you're one of those people who likes to do everything. It's okay to relax here and there. Okay. And take some time out for yourself. You have to teach people how to be self-reliant on many of the things that you've been doing for them, like barking dogs. But I'm picking up that you're going to be having a little bit more quiet time for yourself and not helping out everybody else. Okay, so red vehicle and not helping out everybody when they don't need it. And I do see some type of new type of relationship for you, a really good friend coming out of the woodwork. It's going to be very beneficial to the both of you. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Hi, how will they give us all the mark of the beast? If we allow them to, it'd be very easy. But we don't want it, so we stay away from it. So they're not going to give us all the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast was that thing that they put in our arm for some of us. So no, unless they go into this situation like the Nazi Germany where they give you a tattoo on your arm. I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon, because there's going to be a huge change in everything in the next year or so. That's going to prevent that from happening. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Hello, Andre. Will the next half a trillion or more rise in the market capitalization of cryptocurrency come first, or will a steep drop come first and then a rapid rise in crypto prices? I think we already went through a big dip the other day, the last couple of days. I'm thinking it's going to be bouncing around for quite some time until the SEC thing is passed and everybody starts to feel comfortable with the exchanges again. Okay. And as we get closer to the happening, then everything is going to explode in value. Okay. And some other things are going to be happening in the old market, in the banking industry, and that's going to be pushing everybody into other directions. And that's going to be rising the capitalization of crypto in a big way. Okay, I think that answers your question. But yeah, a lot of money is going to be pouring into cryptocurrency. Hi, how long will they try to get us eating insects? World Economic Forum's on the way out. I think that's going to be going away in about another year, at least. This whole notion of trying to get us to eat bugs, that's going to be failing incredibly, as we've seen in Ireland, their cow situation. It's not going to happen. They want all these cows dead, blah, 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 starve us out. It's not going to happen. Like the Netherlands, it's not going to happen. Anywhere else on the planet is going to say no. And there's not much they can do about that. So this bug thing, it's going to go away very, very soon. Okay, as we start to focus on the things that we do want and not the things that we do not want. And that's going to be the way our energies will go. And that's where the universe is going to take us. The more we love or go in the direction of love, we're going to be getting out of that nonsense. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Is it better to have a human or alien life? Ah. Well, you have to remember we're aliens too, to the alien. They probably look at us and go, we're probably their comedy channel. Tune in the humans again. Get the popcorn. I guess you were alien with all the advanced technology. It's like we have technology and we're not excited about it or anything. It would be the same, but at a different level. Still have adversity, still have wants and needs like everybody else on the in the cosmos. I think a human life would be a lifetime would be more interesting in a way because there's much more challenges to overcome. Where aliens probably have done all that already. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question.
No more questions.
No more questions.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
I found one.
You found one. 3-card reading for your wife. Nobody's mentioned my backdrop yet.
No. No, it's a bookcase, honey.
Oh,
Our
the
new
bookcase.
Our new bookcase.
The new bookcase. They're just, he has a bookcase behind him.
Yeah.
Meh. It's normal. Because I hadn't mentioned it. What are they saying?
No, I'm watching on YouTube, so you're delayed. So
Oh.
Still laughing at you.
I think your wife is going to be not listening to her instincts and actually going in a direction that may be a little bit harmful to her. So just remind her to listen to her own instincts in the next little while. Okay? She may be getting into a situation that will be hard for her to get out of. Okay? So let her listen to her intuition. She's, I think, arguing with herself on a certain topic that's come up. And once she starts to see it for what it is, then she'll make the changes that are necessary for everything that's happening around her. And she's going to get into a new situation of a new type of exercise. Okay? And that's going to be with a new friendship that she's developing at the moment. Okay? But reminder to listen carefully. Tell her to listen to her own self. Okay? And I think it'll work out much better for her in the long run. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Oh, thank you. It's a nice bookcase. Thank you. No monkey. Nah, he's behind the bookcase.
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Let's get that Discord link up. So if you missed it in the beginning of the show, you can grab it again. Lots of things happening on the Discord. Lots of people posting and talking about monkeys. And Monkey is actually talking on the Discord. We do have a member named Monkey. So join up, have the fun, talk, socialize on the social network. It's going to be great. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secretreadingsbyhenry.com. Link is all that information is on the link If you like a personal healing with my wonderful wife, her Reiki and all that wonderful stuff is also on sacredreadingsbyandre.com. And of course, our affiliate links are on there. If you should happen to purchase anything from any of the affiliate links, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. And of course, we have our Saturday show and Sunday show coming up very, very soon, where we're going to do that Sunday remote viewing. It's going to be fun. And of course, on the Saturday, we got the horoscope readings for everybody at 11:15 a.m. Central. So make sure you come out for that. And until we meet again, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.